Good day and welcome back to Portland Meadows Racing Live here at Track Handicapper Matt Jukic joining you once again. It's Wednesday night, August 22nd, which means we get two 14% pick fours to try and hit. Of course, that 14% take of Portland Meadows putting more money back into your pocket. Let's start in the first race. I think we got a single, probably the best bet of the day that I found. It's the 6 Ellie getting one, getting back to a much better level for her. Tried the non-3 last time, just getting that non-2, non-3 for Oregon Breds. I think she fits better here. Of course, did win in her first try at Portland. I'm looking for a similar race here up near the engine. Hopefully the first to hit the wire to kick off this Wednesday night card. Into the second race, it's the 4, the 6, and the 7. The 4, Color Me Tough. Have to like that, and looks like Ensanguinity had a couple options here. Does land on this one following a nice victory, getting up at the wire to win by a little more than a length. Three-time winner of the distance, definitely one to cover. That was 4,000 on 3. This is a 4,000 open race here, but is going to face just Oregon Breds, which really should help her out. I think might get away maybe in the betting, coming off that non-3 win. Hopefully we can get it home at a nice price. If not, we do have the 6, Boundary Lane, and the 7, Rock Hill Gold. Of course, the 6, Boundary Lane, very professional gal, 8-time winner in her career, 11 runner-up finishes. Been a little win shy here at Portland, 3 wins, 10 second-placed efforts. So definitely one to cover, maybe not one to single, but one you're going to want to have on that ticket. And the 7, Rock Hill Gold, coming off a daylight victory, smashing Oregon Breds by 4 lengths at the end. Loves the distance, hit the board in 11 of 18. Maybe it's one more. So we're going to cover 3 in there, the 4, the 6, and the 7. Into the third race, I found this one really tough. Kind of threw my hands up, took a bunch here. That's why we did end up with the single in the first. But we're going to start down on the rail with the 1, Nogaro. First of 2 out of the Jim Ferguson barn. Rocco Bowen does ride. Of course, you always want to take note where Mark Anderson rides. Typically, the stronger one for the Ferguson barn is Mark does get most of the first call rides. But we're working good enough, and of course, Jim Ferguson pretty solid with the first-time starter, sitting at 27%. Got to have the 1, Nogaro. The 3, Miss Corican. I really wanted to put this one. I did put this one on top. Really wanted to do less with it. Did show some speed in the only start. Does have some racing experience where most in here don't have any. But is trying some new surroundings. Did debut down in Sacramento. We'll see how far she can take them with some good speed in here. It's the one thing I don't like is no local works. Nothing real, no action since July 28th. The 4, Kiss in the City, is the one that Mark Anderson does ride of the 2 Jim Ferguson runners. Kind of a throw it in that first start. I think any kind of improvement here does put this gal in the picture. Also on the outside, we're going to try the 6, Calypso Noted out of the Eric Jensen barn. Really for the only fact that Eric Jensen has been fantastic with horses making their debut. Won with 3 of his last 6. Big 50% number there. And 747 on the ROI. Got to have the 6, Calypso Noted. 1, 3, 4, and 6 in the third. Off into the fourth race. The 2 last time around running some very tough older runners going long. You can see Overtime Victory, Castle Pines. New ones are dropping down looking for the next victory. Was second both times. Granted, there was some lengths in between him and the winner that day. I think they're able to get a little bit better here. And the 3, Irish Harmony, does hurt some of the best distance at a mile, maybe just a little bit less than today's distance, but should have no problem with the 2-time winner here at Portland. 2 for 3 of this barn coming off the bench, the Howard Gibson barn. Wouldn't be surprised to see a big effort here out of the 3, Irish Harmony either. So the early pick 4 is going to be 6 with 4, 6, and 7 with 1, 3, 4, and 6 with 2 and 3, $24 does get you in for that early pick 4. But it's Wednesday, like I mentioned, so we get 2. The second pick 4 starts in race 5. We do start with the McFadden Memorial Sprint Series. Of course, it's the claiming series. I wanted to put the 2 Declan Downs in, just couldn't find room on the ticket, and really just doesn't like to win enough, and for my liking. Once this year out of 10 tries, 5 other runner-up finishes. Tends to find a way to lose. Hopefully we can beat him, and he takes some money at the windows. We're going to have the 6, Golden and Sweet. And Sanguinetti taking over in the irons. Lishka Kubanova not making the trip down. 4-time winner at this 5-furlong distance from 7 efforts. And look at that work getting ready for this one. 36 and 4. Leading trainer from the 2011-2012 meet, Filimon Alvarado, should have this guy cranked. You got to look on the outside too at Kuya, the 9-horse out of the Jonathan Nance barn. Nance and Torres have been the key to this meet so far. Got to have it. Going to cut back from a mile and drop down from 62.5. Much better spot here. Returning to a sprint for the 9, Kuya. The 6, we're going to go 3 deep. The 3, Watch Your Money. I'm going to talk about Revoluta in the later races. But Watch Your Money, I think, is in a good spot here. Daylight victory last out, running by everybody to win by 3.5 lengths at the end after being behind at the top of the stretch. I also thought that one wanted more ground. Maybe it's found its niche as a late running sprinter. The 8 out of Crown taking a big drop, kind of sitting on a win. Had some rough trips lately, but taking on some tougher company. You can see the $8,000 try, the allowance non-condition. Going to drop down to 2,500. Probably going to be claimed. Not himself in a new barn. Is the another one you're going to want to look at is, of course, the 9 horse, the defending champ in the McFadden Memorial Sprint Claiming Series. Won this race last year, was claimed twice through those 2 races. This guy had him at the right time, Steve Fisher, or sorry, DG Kelsey had him last year. Steve Fisher is the trainer of note now. 109 starts for this guy. Colonel Courtney, 28-time winner. Problem with this one is he tends to need a race before showing his best, getting his legs under him, and getting him rattling. Only 1 win from 15 tries going this short might be better come the end, that 6.5 furlong distance. Off to the 7th, how good is the 2 for the Fame been since the comeback? 2 daylight victories after being away from the races for almost 2 years. Probably just showing that promise that he had after that good debut. Maybe the 7, Solar Boots, has a chance to knock him off. I just think the 2 for the Fame is the one they're going to have to beat. Solar Boots was second to this one last time. If anybody goes and hooks up with For the Fame early, maybe this one, Solar Boots, the 7 horse, does get the run of the race and be able to run them all down late. In the last, it's the 1 Revoluta. We talked about watch your money in the McFadden Memorial Sprint Championship. We're going to have, maybe can move forward. Did show some speed last out, was just run by that horse. Maybe we can see a good performance from that one early. We can load up on the 1 at Revoluta. And the 3 Street Jive, probably needed that race last out. It was the first one since December of 2011. Not a bad effort, kind of an even running third. I think it can move forward behind after running behind Taking Liberties, Mary Jo Treleski in the irons. We'll see if we can get 1 of 2 home there in the last. Hopefully we're still alive. So it's the 6 and the 9 with the 3, 8, and 9. The 2, 7 with the 1, 3, $24 get you in that late pick 4. Again, 14% takeout. Portland Meadows, let's get lucky.